Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Christina and today I have my finale for my Finish 14 by Valentine's Day project pan. Now before I jump into the products and tell you what I ended up finishing up and what I unfortunately didn't end up finishing or hitting my goals on, make sure to hit that subscribe button because I do upload every single day Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard, and I don't want you guys to miss out on anything if my videos are of interest to you. I do a lot of project panning, I do shop my stashes, and I do occasionally throw in some Harry Potter related things. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, definitely make sure to hit that button. And now let's just hop on over into the finale. Alright, so you guys know the drill. Here are all of the tallies for all of the items in this project pan. This just shows you how many times I ended up using a product, how long it took me to hit my goal, or how long it took me to finish something up. And now we're just going to go in order on this list because I feel like that'll probably be the easiest. So first item on the list is actually something that I ended up finishing up, and that is my Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. I used this 26 times, and this was actually finished by my last update, and then I forgot to include it because I had it pushed to the side, and then I just completely forgot about it. But I did finish this up before my last update. I finished this on the 30th of January. I've used mini bottles of this before. This wasn't hard to get through. I enjoyed it. Next item on the list was a sample size, and that was my Just Fab Coconut Primer. I ended up using this 5 times, and then I removed it from this project because it was breaking me out. I always have this issue with the First Aid Beauty stuff that has coconut oil in it. My skin doesn't react well to coconut oil. I always seem to break out, so I did remove this because it just wasn't agreeing with my skin. So I am glad that I just had a sample of this and I didn't actually purchase this myself. Overall, this was a good product. It's just it doesn't agree with my skin. Now this third item is another product that I didn't end up hitting my goal on, and thinking back on it, I gave myself a really difficult goal. I told myself I wanted to finish this product completely, and yeah, I didn't even get close to that. And that is the Revlon Photo Ready Pore Reducing Primer, this guy. Now, I did make some progress. It moves around a lot, so it's really hard to tell, but we started right here, and I mean, we got it down a good bit, but I mean, not anywhere near what I thought. I thought I would finish this up, and that definitely did not happen. I ended up only using this 12 times, which really isn't that much. I honestly feel like I used this more than that, and I just forgot to tally, but as far as how many times I tallied for, I tallied 12 times. I still do feel good about the progress I made on this. I'm glad I put it in the project just to use it up. I am wearing it today, and I do like it for certain foundations. I think it's just one of those things, not all primers work for all foundations. Some days I don't wear makeup and all of that. So I think for the amount of times I ended up using this, I'm happy with the progress that's in there. Fourth item was another item that I finished up, and it was a Scentbird perfume. I don't have that near me. I don't know where I put that bottle, but I did finish that up, and I finished that I think in our first update, so that one has been long gone and finished. Fifth thing in this project was this little guy. This was a little sample perfume. I ended up finishing this up I think by the first update as well, so this was another successful product that I finished. This next one is one that I know for a fact I didn't try as hard as I could have. I am wearing it today, and I have been wearing it a lot during February like I thought I would. It just isn't enough to make as much progress as I wanted. And again, this is one of those things, looking back, I'm like, I gave myself a really hard goal. I would have had to use it in so many ways to get it down to the amount I wanted, and that was my Holika Heartful lipstick. My original goal was to get it halfway down, and I don't know how I would have done that, honestly, realistically, just because it's a lipstick and I don't ever use much of it. Like I said, I'm wearing it today, but I always use this as like a gradient lip. I never use this as an all over lip color. It's always a gradient lip, so I use a very small amount. I used this 9 times in total, and I know I didn't really move it too much. It moved a little bit, but barely at all. I mean, after 10 uses, that makes sense. I know I could have used this as a blush. I tried it one time, didn't like it, and I ended up wiping it off. I didn't like the tone on my skin, like as an all over blush. Also, it's really hard sometimes to get lipsticks to sit right as blushes, so it didn't really work that way. And as you can see, it still didn't even use that much of the product, so unfortunately I didn't hit the goal I had originally set, but I am glad I put this in. Next product is my Milani lip gloss, and this guy, I hit the goal on it really easy. For some reason, lip glosses have been really easy for me lately, and I actually surpassed my original goal. So I've used this 22 times, and my original goal was to just get it to the N. I have surpassed that, and I got it down to the I, the M area right here, and I am really happy about that. I'm wearing it right now, and I do really like this lip gloss. It goes on well, it wears for a relatively long time, and lip glosses just have been really easy for me lately. So I am glad that I put this in the project. I foresee I could probably finish this in the next couple of weeks if I keep being as diligent with it. I have kind of pushed it to the side a little bit more just because I knew I was making such good progress on it, but I definitely foresee this being something I can definitely finish relatively soon. This next one is another lip product, and that's the Infallible Pro Matte Gloss in the color Nude Allude. I only ended up using this 5 times, which I'm kind of sad about. I thought I would end up using it more. I just didn't gravitate towards this color. Now, I do love the color, and when I have worn it, everyone has always said it looks really nice. It's just for some reason I don't reach for this as much as I thought I would, but at least I know that I got to use it, because I feel like if it wasn't in this project, I wouldn't have reached for it at all. So 5 uses over 0 is still a win in my book. It's just I'm a little surprised I didn't reach for this a little bit more than I did. The next product is one of my Essie nail polishes. It's the one that's on my fingers right now, and it is Essie in Splash of Grenadine. I've only painted my nails with this 5 times, which I think is about right. I had 2 nail polishes in this collection, and usually they last me about a week before they get like really chipped. And my original goal was to get past the E, which I almost got there. I think if I would have painted my nails one more time, I would have probably gotten there. I may just paint my nails with this today just so I can get it there. But to be honest, I'm really happy with the progress I have on this nail polish, just because I never have this much use in a nail polish. So this is the lowest nail polish I have in my collection, and that actually makes me really excited. I'll probably end up throwing this in another project pan later on in the year, just because I would like to get a little bit more progress out of it. Not quite at my goal, but I think I'm close enough, and I feel really good about it. The next one is another nail polish, and that's my Essie nail polish in Touch Up. I had the same goal with this one, and as you can see, it's starting to separate because I haven't used this one in a while. I ended up only using this one twice, and I definitely gravitated towards the other nail polish a little bit more than this one, obviously. And I only got this one to the top of the E, and I had the same goal to get it to the bottom of the E in this one. So I am a little disappointed that I didn't paint my nails with this one more, but I just don't gravitate towards this color as much. I do really enjoy this color, but it's so muted, and I've been wanting something bright and vibrant on my nails because it's been so gloomy and dark here, and I am still happy because I did still get use out of it, but I wish I would have tried to paint my nails at least 1 or 2 more times with this. Now, this is including painting my fingernails and my toenails, so I wish I would have just like painted my toenails 1 more time or something, just to have a little bit more progress on this. But overall, pleased. Now, this next product, I hit the goal on this like after the first update, and that was in my Persona Identity palette. I picked the color Seductive, and my only goal was to create a dip in it, and I did that by the first use. These eyeshadows are relatively soft, so I didn't really realize how easy it would be to create a dip in this, but I enjoy this shadow. I'm wearing it today on my lids, and I think it's a really pretty cool tone, so I'm glad I threw it in this project. I'm glad I have a nice dip in this palette now. This is one of my relatively newer-ish palettes, but I am glad I have a little bit more wear on it. I'm glad it looks like I actually use it. All of that makes me happy, and I ended up wearing this eyeshadow 12 times, so that just goes to show how easy it was to get a dip in it. It's a good shadow though. This is a good palette. Now, this next one I used 23 times, and that is my Physicians Eye Booster eyeliner. I don't really know how to show you guys any other progress other than the numbers, but I used this a lot for me. I haven't been wearing eyeliner that much because my eyes get so watery, but I used this a lot. I think you guys have noticed I've been wearing the cat eye a lot, and I just enjoy this. I don't really know how to tell if I'm running out of this. It still goes on perfectly opaque and fine. I feel like it's getting a little lower because occasionally I do have to shake it a little longer than normal to get the color to come out, but there's still enough in there that it's not really causing me any problems when I'm doing my eyes. So I foresee I'm going to keep using this for the next month or so, and I think by then I'll probably be close to being out of it. But I do really enjoy this eyeliner, and I'm glad I threw it in the project, and I would definitely say this is a success. And now we're down to the last 2 items. So this next one is my Laura Geller Baked Blush. My original goal with this was to use it 20 times, and I did that. I used it 21 times actually, but I hit my original goal of the 20 times on the 12th of February, so 2 days ago. I hit my my goal on it, and I was really excited about it. I love this blush. I think it's beautiful. I'm glad I got to focus a little bit of time on it without being too stressed out about having to hit pan on something. I'm glad I gave myself a number to hit rather than the pan, because baked blushes are intensely difficult to actually hit pan on, and after using it 20 times, there's no visible change to it, even though I always was putting my brush in right here on the corner to see if I could like wear it down. No. It would be months before I saw any visible change in this, I'm sure, but I am very glad that I got to use it for the 20 times that I did, and I'm glad to rotate it out, and I will definitely continue to do the numbers with my blushes, because this year I definitely want to focus on using more of my blushes and not worrying so much about hitting pan on them like I was last year, because that just sapped all of the fun out of everything for me. So I feel very accomplished with this, and I'm very happy that I hit my number goal on it. And then the last item is another one that I hit my goal on by the last update, and that was my Maybelline Better Skin powder. My goal was just to illuminate the first ring completely, and I did that. I used this a total of 28 times, and I made a lot of progress on it. I'm glad to rotate this out for a little bit though, because I do have other powders in my collection that I would like to use, and I have other powders in project pans. So I'm glad to rotate this out for a little bit, but I am very happy with the progress that has been made. I'm glad I hit my goal, and that just means it's one step closer to being out of my collection, and I will be down another powder, and I'm really excited. So this was another accomplishment. Yeah. So guys, that was all of the items that were in my project pan. Overall, I feel like this was a very successful project. I think there was just a couple items that I gave myself a very it was too lofty of a goal for the time period that I had. I started this on the 26th of December. It gave me less than 2 months to really focus on these products. So for how short of a project this was, I feel like I did a lot with it, and I'm really excited that I was able to do this amount of progress on a lot of these products. And yeah, so that was the entire video. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and hopefully that means I will see all of you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!